So the format this time, instead of a best of 3 with a pick and a ban, we're doing best of 5 with no bans. So we're actually playing all 3 decks versus all 3 decks. Never done this before, so here we go. Wish me luck, dude. 5 game no bans. If no Victor Mirror, I riot. Well, I mean, if I play it round 1 and win, there's gonna be no mirror, right? And I'm probably gonna play it round 1. So here we go. Here we go, dude. Here we go. I'm excited. I'm excited. He's got Zoe Fiora, Aphelios Victor, and an aggro deck, a Misfortune Gangplank aggro deck. All right, here we go. Woo! Here we go. Okay, so he went aggro first. Let me pull up that deck list. Burn it all down. We might full mull here. Aphelios against Misfortune Gangplank. Trip West has been killing it. How are you holding out? Well, I've been doing pretty well, dude. I've been doing pretty excellent. I think we actually have to full mull here. We cannot keep Aphelios without knowing other cards in our hand. This is fantastic. This is exactly what we want to see. This is the second best thing. I couldn't have asked for a better hand.
Explosives.
Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better hand. Get it out of here, dude. Get it out of here. Absolutely not. Oh, he did say play slowly. You're good to play normally now. Okay, good. Everything appears to be working properly. It's weird, my notifications didn't show you on, so I didn't realize you were in the tournament until 30 minutes ago. Sorry.
Time to get rich.
Here I am. Obviously we block here, no reason not to.
No.
This is looking sexy, dude. This is looking ideal. This is looking perfect. It's looking snazzy. Show me a Misfortune. Come on. Show me the turn 3 Misfortune. Do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Do it. I want you to do it. Do it. So he's actually running 3 copies of Blade Squire, which is interesting. Beautiful. Who could have asked for more? Who could have asked for more? We actually could have passed there. I sort of just slammed it, but it also could have been correct to wait until this turn so we could nightfall something.
Looking for trouble?
It found you. It found you. So this is a little unfortunate because we have to discard something that we actually want. I think we discard this Death Ray. Well, do we discard that Death Ray? Yeah, I think we kind of have to. We'll keep the Death Ray. We'll get rid of the Lunari Priestess. If we can just keep Aphelios alive, which shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world. Ooh, hello, Victor. We'll have more than enough steam, right? We're not going to run out of steam as long as we have Aphelios and or Victor, so we'll pass here.
My boat.
My rules. My boat. My rules. How much mana do we have in total? We're one short. We're one short off of playing Calibrum here. like Death Ray into Aphelios into Calibrum. We're one short from doing all that.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
We could attack here. Honestly, we could attack here. I don't want to, but that is actually a play we can make. Like, no trolling, no kappa. We could have done that. Let's look at the fishes. That's fair. So we do, on turn 6, we finally take a damage from the burn deck. Shucks. Shucks, dude, shucks. Feels bad.
Bleed.
Make 'em bleed. I think we have to go Calibrum here. I'd love to play Victor and then play Calibrum, but if I play Victor and he attacks, I'll have to trade. So I think I actually have to respect his attack here.
See as I see.
Like you.
All right, so we phased Gravitum. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm gonna play Victor here. This is a fantastic time to play Victor. We're not very far into leveling up Victor, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We will get there. Yeah, this I know my hand is low. I don't have a lot of cards in my hand, but if I could choose 3 cards to have in my hand, it would be Aphelios, Victor, and Star Shaping. Like, those are the 3 I want. So this is looking mighty fine. It's looking mighty fine, I'd say.
Fuse is lit.
Fuse is lit. That stinks. That's a good play. That was a good play. Whew. Whew.
Once I snap papers, now
That's 3 damage,
faces.
not face. That's 3 damage, not face. That's correct. That is correct.
Like a fish in water.
Okay. I mean, Victor's just gonna walk over those 2. He's got Fearsome. Another brilliant design. Fury. Cute. Fury is certainly cute. I think we actually saved this Gravitum. I was planning on, like, playing Gravitum on whatever he plays next, but I think we actually saved this for a potential Captain Farron. I think that's the play. Okay. We'll end round. Or something else big. I imagine Captain Farron's the only thing I really need to worry about with this Gravitum. And we finally get our 3rd Death Ray. Dude, Death Ray is such a good card against aggro. Incoming raid. Excellent. Hey, thanks for the follow, NRO Entertainment. Thank you, thank you.
Cold, I'm hungry.
There's rocks in me boots. There's rocks in me boots. We might have to go Progress Day. He can't play Captain Farron. Do we actually play Progress Day here? Not yet. Certainly not yet. We might actually play Roll Lifesteal and I subscribe. Sorry, we got quick attack. Darn. Roll Lifesteal and I subscribe. Hell yeah, dude. Woohoo!
Pitiful.
Pitiful. We're gonna block here. We're gonna check to see if he has a fervor. He does not.
Another brilliant design.
10 mana. I should actually be okay to progress day here. I mean, Aphelios is gonna get us what's it called? Severum. We're good to go, dude. We're good to go. That's game. I mean, he unless he can kill me with 10 mana, and I don't think he can. I don't think there's any combination of cards he can have that will kill me at 10 mana.
For the glory of Noxus.
I'll check it out, but no. 10 mana does not kill me. Ever, once he does not have the attack token. Woo! Thank you for the raid, Silverfuse. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone from Silverfuse's channel. Hey, GG's. Thanks, Silver. Thanks. That was a fun game. That was a fun match we played. GG's, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the raid. And the rooting.
As darkness falls, the moon rises.
We do actually need to be kind of careful here. Hey, Matey31, thank you for the follow. So, because we have double star shaping in our hand and a Severum, there's no way we lose, I don't think. Famous last words, I know. No way we lose, but
Yes, damn it.
I'd like to see it. 3 mana can get me down to 1 if he plays Noxian Fervor here. But there's no getting, yeah. Oh, that feels bad, dude.
Duty and
Safety disengaged.
Oops.
Prime and ready.
3 mana Decimate incoming. God. 3 mana Decimate. There's yeah, that's a Decimate for sure. Sorry, bud. What we take here doesn't really matter. We'll take the Immortal Fire. Yeah. We should win here.
Submit. Evolve or die.
Even if this is the 3rd Noxian Fervor, he can't block Victor. Yeah, even if that's the 3rd Noxian Fervor, we Death Ray the target, right? And then, yeah. Woo! Got him.
Rest now, found. Feel the moonlight's warmth.
Got him, dude. Game 1. There's game 1. All right, so we can't play that one anymore. We can no longer play Rocket Science. I'm sorry. Who was it? Who was it that wanted a mirror? Is this finals? This is finals. Yes, this is in fact the finals. I'm gonna go hard next. No Victor mirror. Yeah, unfortunate. No Victor mirror. Can't happen. We've won with Victor. I guess we're ready to ready up. I don't know if like the moderators are telling us to wait or something. Guess not. I guess we're good. Okay. Versus Zoe Fiora this time. So this is a Sparklefly deck. This is a Zoe Fiora Sparklefly deck is what we're looking at here. We're keeping the Glimpse. I think we might just keep this whole hand. This is a really good hand. Yeah, we're just keeping this. That's a good hand versus what we're going up against. The extra Dreadway is not quite what I'm looking for, but
I pull the strings. You won't suffer long.
yeah, 'cause this matchup seems bad. The glimpses help. The glimpse beyonds really help this matchup, like a lot.
Packed 'em good.
I'm gonna assume he doesn't like have a sparkle fly here. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's okay. That's good for us. So no matter what he plays, we can like
Crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly!
threaten it. We'll pass. We'll pass on that. So my opponent just top decked a Zoe after playing back-to-back Guiding Touch on his face. He top decks a Zoe. Okay. Stand alone. Okay. Alright, what could be in his hand? What could be in his hand? Could have a chain vest. A chain vest would be hilarious. Pretty sure we just go... I was planning on like setting up a Twisted Fate red card, but looks like now we go for a Twisted Fate blue card. I don't see a reason not to.
I'm always up for a round or two.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Who has the serpentine?
There's a world in which we play this. I don't think I want to live in that world, but there is a world in which we actually play that there. Ooh, I do like that. Oh, I do like that quite a bit. So we can imagine that our opponent does not have a Fiora in his hand, right? There's no way he plays standalone on a Zoe whilst having a Fiora in his hand. So I'm going to slow play this. I'm going to assume that he's not about to drop a Fiora on me. And if he does, you know, I guess that's not the end of the world. What can my opponent be thinking about here? I assume my opponent is considering a Chain Vest. My opponent has 2 Chain Vests in his deck, and I assume that he's thinking about playing one of them. He's got one in his hand and he's thinking about playing it.
Keep up, keep up.
We won't attack with the Twisted Fate. That would be a little troll. But we'll attack with everything else.
We could use a bite.
Our opponent takes it all. Takes it all, dude. He takes all the damage. Loverly. Loverly.
What's in here?
We could pick a card here. I don't think I want to. Especially right after a super cool star chart. With this much board advantage, I think I'd like to wait. We'll probably end up playing it this turn and forcing our opponent to kill Twisted Fate. Ooh. Equinox, huh? That's very interesting. Okay. So I guess he's coming in for another swing. Okay. My opponent, by the way, for those of you who might be wondering, for those of you who might be curious, my opponent is not running Unyielding Spirit. So Unyielding is not something we're gonna have to be on the lookout for this game. He's also not running Judgment. Neither of those things are going to be an issue this game. All right, we'll threaten out the Zoe. All 3 Go Hards have been played. Pack Your Bags is now enabled. Responds with the Pale Cascade. Fair enough. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Interesting. Okay, so that's the second one he's played. So he's played that twice, which means he's got 2 Celestials. 2 cheapo Celestials in his hand. But he didn't want to play the first one. That's very interesting. Alright, so now my opponent knows he has to deal with Twisted Fate somehow. And at 4 mana, the only way he can is with single combat. So my opponent has to sort of either play like... He has to like play a Celestial into single combat or sacrifice his Zoe here to deal with Twisted Fate. That's like, those are his only options. Hush does nothing because it's, you know, Hush will wear off before I draw cards. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's got a single combat. Yeah, just like that. See ya. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Which, I mean, that should be lethal, right? Like, that should be it.
This'll set them running.
Okay.
Now we feast.
All right. 2 out of 3. So did you win? No, this is the final match. The final match is a best of 5. So we have to. It is 2-0. Yes, it's 2-0 now. We have to get our 5th. We have to get our 3rd deck in a win. So I now have 3 chances to win with Ezreal Draven. I got 3 shots. Misfortune Gangplank. We definitely don't keep Sump Dredger. I think we keep Arachnoid. This is probably a bad matchup for me. He might get this game because aggro burn just does well against a deck like this. I might even drop Ezreal here. Yeah, I think we actually drop Ezreal as well. Oof. Oof. Ah. Ah. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it burns. That's not good. Double Ezreal is actually okay, because we can Ezreal and then have a Mystic Shot.
Let's get him, crew.
I wanted to see the Duel of Perfection. Me too. Me too, said Stick. Me too. I also wanted the Duel of Perfection. Well, I got nothing. I'm gonna sit and think. Hold on. And instead of just clicking that pass immediately, which I should do because I have nothing in my hand, I'm gonna hold and I'm gonna pretend like I'm thinking about playing something. Look at this. Look at this big brain bluffs. Look at these big brain bluffs, dude. Okay, now we'll pass. Is this the last match? This is the last game if I win it. Do we just drop an Ezreal here? I actually kind of like dropping Ezreal because it gives us a Mystic Shot, and otherwise we have no spells that we can play in this hand. So normally you'd go Draven, but I think I'm gonna make a call and drop Ezreal.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
We also could have maybe passed, but that wouldn't have really gotten us anywhere either. I think this is the play. Look, chat, you learn these big brain strats from playing Victor? That's right. That's right. You play Victor, well, more from playing Aphelios than playing Victor, but the point stands.
Watch and learn.
That doesn't bode well.
Nailed it.
That does not bode well for me, I don't think.
Charge.
Missed.
I'm one of the good guys.
Okay.
But not that good.
But not that good. We could just play Draven straight up. That actually might be better. It might actually be better to play Draven here, because I'm okay with trading them. I'm okay with trading them. Actually, I changed my mind. No, actually, I changed my mind. Yeah, this is better. This is better. Hey! Dark Lighter Auntie. Dark Lighter Auntie, thank you for the follow. Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the finals. I think now we jump Draven. I think Draven is perfectly valid now. Look at all these Mystic Shots, by the way.
Time for
Yeah,
the main
I think that's good. We can potentially double Mystic Shot Misfortune this turn, which is pretty cute. No, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Sure, my opponent trades there. That makes sense. We maybe shouldn't have attacked with the 3-2, but I kind of think it's fine. We do need to pressure our opponent back.
Firing.
We will take that Mystic Shot. My opponent passed there specifically to bait me into playing that Mystic Shot, but I think it's round 5 who will win Trip. You guys are all betting on Trip. That's interesting. It's interesting that he doesn't do anything here. Is his hand all spells? Is that the problem? Is his hand just completely full of spells? It must be.
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
He must have a handful of spells, yeah. I mean, we can play the House Spider if that's the case. Yeah, okay. I guess he must have a handful of spells. Feels bad. It's got like double Decimate and a Captain Farron in there. Is that what it is? Oops, all spells. Oops, all spells. Well, this might be a pretty quick, this might be a pretty quick finale here. Pretty quick grand finals.
When we're
Yo,
done,
Game Boy, you
I'm
beat the guy that
taking
knocked me
your
out? Yeah, Psycho, I'm here for you, dude. Take the whole thing so I feel good about getting knocked out in the first round. Here, dude, I'm so here for you. I am so ready to fulfill that request for you. I wish I could do both. I wish I could play the Arachnoid and then like Mystic Shot on the stack, but that is not how that works. That is not how that
I know
works.
you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Ezreal's basically leveled up here. He's not quite leveled up, but he's close.
bang.
Oh, take
Bang.
your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
So we could Mystic Shot here, but if my opponent has a Noxian Fervor, I actually don't want to. I actually don't want to Mystic Shot here.
Mwah.
That would be very bad. That would be very bad for me if my opponent had a Noxian Fervor. So we'll respect that potential. We'll pass. Keep our spell mana backed up. So I'd love to tri-beam this Gangplank, but he is 4 out of 5, which means if our opponent has any way of hitting my Nexus, Gangplank survives, and that's a problem. We have a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 mana. We have a total of 10 mana here. I'm actually going to start with Rummage. We're gonna slow play. We're gonna slow play here. We can take our time.
Who's ready for a show?
Who's ready for a show? Alright, so we don't need... Hey! Mark Misa! Mark Misa, thank you for the follow. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Okay, I don't think we need the small tri-beam, the tri-beam that has seen nothing, right? 1, deal 1, summon 1. I think we can discard that. And now we have a tri-beam that actually deals 6, and that's important. That's important on the off chance my opponent can like Noxian Fervor or something to level up Gangplank. Ezreal is 4 out of 6, which means he's going to level this turn, but not benefit from being leveled this turn. He'll benefit from being leveled next turn. Decimate, okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Gangplank levels up. That's fine.
Your king has reached.
That's fine, we were prepared for this. We were prepared for this.
Cowards!
Charge!
Day.
Check me out!
That looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty,
Stop bragging if you could back it up.
almost lethal. Is that actually lethal? If he blocks this, he takes
What's
8,
your
9,
right?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He takes exact lethal. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. It's all over.
Can't stop me.
It's all over, guys. Go home. Longest series was the one where the opponent didn't show up? Yeah, for real.
Easy. Like my name.
For real. Okay, so what happens now? Whew. Clean. Clean, dude. Clean. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Eternal Dream. Was a pleasure casting your games. Why, thank you. It was a pleasure playing in your tournament. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. I got like a last second invite to this tournament, by the way. Someone else backed out and they were like, hey, do you still want to be in? And I was like, yes, I still want to be in. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity. Cool. Mind talking about your deck lineup a little if you have time? Oh, sure. So this is gonna be a little embarrassing. This deck right here is probably the one that everyone is most interested in. The I call it, let me move my camera a little bit. I call it rocket science because it's Aphelios Victor and it's very difficult to play. You know, that way whenever I play any other deck, whenever I play any deck that's not Aphelios Victor, I can be like, yeah, this deck is kind of hard, but at least it's not rocket science. That's my little joke. But this deck right here is something I've been working on, and it is not done. Hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Dreamer. So this is sort of an evolution of something I've been working on for a long time, and my regular viewers will tell you I haven't been playing anything for like the last month that wasn't Victor Zoe. I've been playing Victor Zoe nonstop with obviously Piltover and Targon, and this deck is something very similar to that. I am a big fan of Deathray. I think this card is hugely underrated, especially against aggro. I think this card is pretty cool. The basic strategy of the deck is probably something you guys are pretty familiar with. Mountain Goat and Ballistic Bot are discard fodder creators, right? We make gems and ignitions and then discard them away with Sump Dredger and Spacey Sketcher, yada yada. You know the concept. And then we've also got let's see, Lunari Dustbringer is a recent addition. In addition to creating another discard, potential discard fodder, this also enables you to play Aphelios on turn 3 more consistently, which is very nice. We are still running, obviously with the nerfs, but before the nerfs we were running 3 copies of Pale Cascade, and I figured that may not be the best thing in the world anymore, so we took out those. We took out some hushes, or 1 hush. And then the rest of the deck is mostly the same. We're running 3 Sub Percival, 3 Star Shapings, obviously triple Victor, 1 Bastion, which is a holdover from that other deck, and then the Veiled Temple. I didn't get to play this card very much this tournament, like maybe once I played this card. This card is incredible in this deck. The thing that is really cool about Victor and Aphelios is if you have them both out and you have a Veiled Temple, you can just play everything. You can play so much. Between the two of them, they're just vomiting out an insane amount of cards, and Veiled Temple is giving you the extra mana you need to actually play those cards. And it just goes nuts. It's really, really incredible. So yeah, this is something I've been working on for a long time, and it's definitely not finished. As I was playing before I entered this tournament, like I entered this tournament and I submitted my lineup, and then I played more with the deck and realized maybe Submersible is not as good as I thought it was. This card could probably be replaced. We maybe should be looking at a replacement for Lunari Priestess. I'm not sold on the Hush. The reason we have triple Get Excited, by the way, I'm running 3 copies of Get Excited, and the entire reason for this is because I thought there'd be a lot more Aphelios. I thought every single person in this tournament would be playing some sort of Aphelios deck because he's new, right? He's brand spanking new, and I figured everyone would be wanting to play him. And Get Excited is just the easiest answer to Aphelios in the world. And so that's why we're running 3 Get Excited. And it's kind of that simple. But yeah, the deck has an astonishingly low curve. And that's because we are not... And it's got a decent amount of draw, but not like an insane amount of draw. It's not like we're drawing tons of cards. We're just creating lots of cards. We're just making lots of stuff. Between Spacey Sketcher, Mountain Goat, Ballistic Bot, Aphelios himself, Lunari Priestess, and Star Shapings, we are just making big cards all the time. And so our hand is never really running out, even though we don't have that much draw and our curve is very, very low. And so yeah, that's kind of how the deck runs. That's kind of. If there's anything else you'd like to know, just let me know. I was super surprised we didn't see that much of Felios. Yeah, me too. I was packing removal for it. That's why I have these get excited. I was planning on just banning him. No way to outvalue the deck. Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. He gets an astonishing amount of value if played correctly. By the way, I want to clear up some things. Well, I've got everybody's attention. I'm just gonna talk forever now. Do you plan on playing some more games tonight with that deck? Sure, absolutely. Yeah, and maybe I'll rant about him then. I was about to start ranting about Aphelios and things that I've discovered about him that I don't think everyone knows. But yeah, so Aphelios, pretty good card. And then my other two decks, literally, I just went. I told you I got kind of I was sort of a last minute addition to this tournament. I got invited to this tournament like late at night, like in the evening before I had to stream, and then the deck lists were due like right at the end of my stream, so I sort of wanted to submit my deck lists before that stream. I literally just went on Mobalytics and took the highest ranked Victor Draven deck and the highest ranked Go Hard deck I found there, and just said that's good enough and entered them. I figured Go Hard would be good against Fizz Twisted Fate, and I figured Draven Ezreal was just good against everything. And that was my whole plan. That was my whole lineup. That was my whole plan.